Everyone, Jeremy with Quietmind Yoga, and today we have a practice for half moon pose. And you'll need a block for this, and get ready to try some things you've probably never done with this pose. So we're going to start on the right side. So right hand under the head, lengthen your right ribs, and then just check out your legs. So we're going to see if you can turn your top foot to be at a 90-degree angle with your bottom foot, to turn your top toes towards the ceiling without lifting them. Right, keep the heels together and try to rotate the leg. Right, not a lot of range of motion there. In half moon pose, we want that 90-degree angle. So lift your leg about 45 degrees, then rotate, and then lift the leg a little higher. Now we're almost in a reclined half moon pose. Let's add a little bit here. Bend your top leg, top knee. Reach the first two fingers for the big toe. And if that's as far as you get, stay there. If you can, straighten the top leg. And then reach the top or the bottom arm away from you to lengthen the obliques in the right side. From here, we'll add a little bit of challenge by lifting the bottom leg off the mat. You're going to have to find a spot on your right outer hip, the glute medius, to balance on. That's what we're going to be using a lot to lift the leg. Right? What you can feel now is like your outer right glute area, the glute medius. It's not doing much, but that's the area that needs to stay in contact with the floor to help you balance here. And then we'll release the top foot, bend the knee. And again, the way you came up, come down. Start to rotate the foot to stack. Go to the other side, same thing. Lying on the left side, hand under the head, feet stacked. And just feel what it's like to try to rotate the right leg without lifting the heels. Right, and then lift about 45 degrees, then rotate. And a lot of people in half moon get stuck at about this area, right? About lifting that area because of the glute medius, but we'll work on that. So bend the top knee, hook the big toe, extend the leg, if you can, and not work towards extension. From here, lengthen the bottom ribs even more by extending the bottom arm. Slight navel engagement as you lift the lower leg, just hovering it off the ground. Finding that spot in your outer left hip, your outer left glute, to help you balance here. It's not engaging, but that's about the spot that needs to be touching the ground. It's really your left adductor that's helping you balance here. It's trying to pull the leg towards the center, but you're keeping it just hovering off the ground. Lower bottom leg, bend top knee, release the foot slowly like you came up, rotating and lowering. And from here, come to the back. Knees bent, feet on the floor. Think of happy baby pose. Bring the knees in, but reach the hands outside of the feet for the soles, the arches of the feet. So your arms are inside, but your hands are outside. Your elbows can press against the shins as your elbows bend to pull the knees towards the ground. Press the heels towards the ceiling, flex the feet. Shoulders, minimal effort. There's a bit of stretching and strengthening in the adductors here, the inner thighs, just like you have in half moon pose. And then we'll bring the feet together all the way down to the mat. Last bit of warm up here. Come onto your left side like a side forearm plank. First option will be to keep that bottom knee down. Stack the feet. If you can, lift both knees, lift the hips so you're creating this long line through the body. And the second option is stay there. Third option is to toe tap. So you'll extend the right leg out in front of you, touch the toes, reach the leg back, touch the toes to the ground, and forward, and back, and forward, and back to the center. Lower the hips, and we'll go to the other side. Right, we want to bring awareness to the obliques and the glute medius again. Right forearm down, hips lift, maybe knees lift, maybe you stay at that spot. Top foot lifts and taps in front, taps behind you, front, behind, front, and behind. Back to center and lower down. Coming over to hands and knees, the downward facing dog. Pedal your feet out. And look between the hands. Step forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, interlace the hands behind the back. Arms hang overhead. Bend your left knee, straighten your right leg. And left shoulder dips towards the left knee. Right shoulder opens towards the ceiling. A little stretch in the outer right hip, the abductors. Again, to bring awareness to that spot. Other side, right knee bends. Left leg straight. Right shoulder dips towards the right knee. Left shoulder opens towards the ceiling. And back to center. Lower the hands, inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Knees bend, rise all the way up, arms extend. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach, look at the thumbs. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plank and hold. Inhale and plank. Exhale down to the belly. Tops of feet down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale and down dog. Exhale and down dog. Look between the hands. Step the right foot forward, left knee down. Inhale, reach arms up. Exhale, step forward, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, step the right knee down and back. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, step back to down dog. Inhale and down dog. Exhale and down dog. Look between the hands, step the right foot forward, left knee down. Right hand to your hip, left arm extends, side bending here. Inhale to center. Exhale, step forward, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, right knee down and back. Left hand to left hip. Right arm extends into side bend. Inhale to center both arms. Exhale, down dog or plank, chaturanga, up dog to down dog. Inhale, right leg straight back. Exhale, open the hip. Point the toe. Notice how there's a 90-degree angle again with the heels like we did in the beginning. So your right toes are pointing out to the right. Straighten the right leg, lifting through the right thigh. And we'll come back to center. Other side. Lift left leg, open the hips, straighten the leg, point the left toes out to the left. It's a version of half moon here. With the legs at least. Back to center. Look between the hands. Step or hop to the front. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale to reach all the way up. Reach to the index fingers. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach to the ring fingers. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plank. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga or belly. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg back. Open the hips, straighten the leg. Exhale, knee to nose, round the back. Inhale, straight back. Exhale, step forward. High lunge, arms up alongside the ears. Right hand to right hip. Left side extends, side bend. Inhale to center. Exhale, plank. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg back, open the hip. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, straight back. Exhale, step forward, high lunge. Left hand to left hip. Right arm, lateral bend. Inhale to center. Exhale, hands down, plank pose. Inhale and plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Look between the hands. Step the right foot forward. Warrior two, back heel down. Arms extend through the right. Front of the foot, knee towards the middle toe. Put your right hand outside the right knee and press into the hand. Your right adductors are lengthening and strengthening. Palms turn up, reverse warrior. Reach back. And then side angle, forearm to thigh. Left arm extends. And here we'll use our block. You might not need it, but we'll bring the right fingertips to touch outside of the right foot. Left arm extends. And then we're going to take all the weight off the right hand. Strong right thigh. Inhale, reach up. Warrior two. Exhale, come down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, come down. Inhale, back up. Turn the feet, hands to hips, wide-legged forward fold. Hands under shoulders, turn the toes out, knees and toes same direction. Lower the hips, bend the knees, hands to the ankles, elbows inside the knees, pressing the legs open, at the same time resisting with the adductors, pressing into the arms. Lift the hips, wide-legged forward folds. Turn towards the front foot. Step back, plank, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Look between the hands, step the left foot forward, back heel down. Warrior two, rising up. Bring your left hand outside of the foot, of the knee. Press into the hand. The hand presses into the thigh. Palms turn up, reverse warrior. And side angle, forearm to thigh. Right arm extends alongside the ear for a moment. And then again, use your block or not. Left hand outside the foot, right shoulder over left. Minimal weight in the left hand. Rise up to warrior two. Lower to side angle. Press in the left foot, rise up. Lower and press back up. Lower the hands to frame the foot. Back to plank, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, up dog. Down dog, exhale. Look between the hands, bend the knees. Hop forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Knees bend, hands to heart, chair pose. Lift the weight off the right heel. Right foot hovers for a moment. Right foot lowers, left heel lifts. Left foot hovers for a moment. Left foot lowers, right ankle over left knee. Bend deeply into the left knee and stay at the heart. Switch sides, right knee bends, left ankle over right knee. And then both feet down, forward fold. Hands interlace behind the back, arms reach overhead, bend your left knee deeply, right leg straight. Rotate right shoulder towards the ceiling. Switch sides, right knee bends, left shoulder rotates. Back to center, both legs straight, arms overhead. And then release the hands. Turn to your left. Wide-legged forward fold, hands under shoulders. Inhale. Exhale to fold in. Inhale to lift. And exhale to scoot your feet in. Knees and toes point out. Hips lower, knees bend. Hands to ankles, elbows into shins and knees. Legs press into arms, arms press into legs. Strong adductors. And then from here, you'll grab your block, bring it to the right, and shift weight into the block, lifting the left leg. Come back to center, that low goddess squat. Block to your left side, right hand to right hip, lift the right leg. Back to center, block under hand to right side, and left hand to left hip, lift left leg. Back to center, other side. Right hand, right hip, lift the right leg. Back to center. Move the block, hands to ankles, bend the knees, lower the hips. Press arms and legs against each other. And then hands to the heart, lower the hips even more. Bigger stretch in the adductors, Malasana. And then lift the hips, forward fold. Turn towards the front of the mat. Back to plank, inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg back. Exhale, step it forward, warrior two. Rising up. Left hand to left hip. Right hand to your block or to the mat. Left leg lifts. Belly and toes point straight out in front of you. Chest points in the same direction. Top arm extends. And if you have the stability, the minimal weight on that block. And then we'll lower back down. Hands frame the foot. Down dog or chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Left leg reaches back. Step the foot forward, back heel down. Warrior two. Right hand to right hip. Left hand to a block or to the mat. Lift the back leg. Right arm towards the ceiling. Chest, belly, toes, all pointing towards your right in the same direction. Minimal weight in the bottom arm if you can. You can use your left toes to help you grip. And then we'll float back down. Float the hands to frame the foot. Down dog or chaturanga. Up dog, down dog again. Meeting back in down dog. And then coming down to and then lower the knees. And turn so that you can get your knees in a wide angle on the mat. It's going to frog pose, so the knees are wide apart and the hips stay over the knees. If they go in front, you'll start to turn this into a different stretch. So hips stay over the knees to focus on the adductors, elbows bend, and see what your range of motion is today. Maybe the knees can come wider apart. And then the ankles can be below the knees, in line with the knees, toes pointing out. Or if that doesn't work for you, toes point in. And then if you have the range, you might just lower the chest down to the ground. If this becomes uncomfortable, just decrease the intensity. You can always do less if you need to. And then we'll start to come back in. Stack your left foot on top of your right arch, and your feet are to the left of your hips. Simple twist. Right hand walks behind you, rotate from the ribs. Left hand catches the knee, the outer knee. On your inhales, find length. On your exhales, rotate from the ribs. The internal obliques did a lot to help us balance there. So now we're giving them a little more length and decompression. Back to center. Other side. Right foot into the left arch. Hips to the left of the feet. Top hand catches the outside knee. Rotate from the ribs. And back to center. Down to the mat. Happy baby, hold outside of the feet. Elbows press into the shins, knees towards the ground. Toes flex back towards the knees, heels pressing towards the ceiling. It's not as much. And from here, we'll lower the feet to the ground, cross right ankle over left, knees in towards the body, but then over to the left. So you're going to twist, recline pigeon. Bring the bottom knee in closer to intensify this. Walk your right shoulder up to lengthen the right side and turn the head away from the knees. You can also press your left hand into the knee to deepen this. And then we'll switch sides back to center. Left ankle over right knee. Knees in and then to the right. Bottom knee comes in closer to intensify. Left shoulder walks up and opens. Right hand presses into left thigh towards the knee. And then we'll untwist back to center. Hug the knees in and extend the left leg, extend the right leg. Palms open, Shavasana. Make any last little adjustments you need. If you have more time today, you can always stay longer. Just a few slow, deep breaths here. You start to move the fingers and toes. Bring knees in to one side. Press back up to sitting. Find a seated posture. Palms open on the knees. 1 minute of mindful meditation. Bringing attention back to the breath. And then with the eyes open, bring the hands together in front of the heart, bowing the mind to the heart. Thank you for sharing your practice. Namaste. If you like this video, subscribe, leave a thumbs up or a comment below. If you have any questions or requests, leave those in the comments as well. To join our online yoga studio, visit www.quietmind.yoga for classes, events, and to work together one-on-one.